What an amazing game for the third place.
Oh boy.
Spectacular stuff.
I was busy closing the Premier League season at the time.
I know. Good for you, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to watch it just because we could talk a little bit about it, but I'm just going to go on a rant.
To be honest, you don't need to watch that game to talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But I watched it so I can make this rant. If we see another third place game in the EuroLeague, I don't know, it should be a crime. It is illegal to actually play. Like, the most interesting thing I saw on the stream was Ergin Ataman's watch being zoomed in. And you can actually see, I'm not sure if that was his heart rate or that was his, smartwatch battery that's left. It said 88 or 92, so it could be both during the game. But Vysniauskas and Ataman, barely showed any emotions throughout the match. Samodurov was playing a lot of minutes. Larenzakis was closing out the game in the clutch. And basically, what else? What else I can tell you about this beautiful third place game, the Greek mini final that they had in Abu Dhabi? Wow. Why don't we have a Euro Cup final or a ANGT final there in a main arena?
I think even Mateunas and Bodroga said something about this topic, and
I hope so.
Could be the last year we've seen the third place game. I mean, putting the Euro Cup final there is fine, but I'm fine with also having nothing. I don't need a game.
But just have like ANGT final, the youth tournament. That's
cool,
great.
Cool. Let those young guys play. I don't have a problem with that. But I'm also fine with not playing anything.
Yeah.
I'm fine just having the one game on Sunday.
Exactly. You didn't see it, but like it was like all-star game of the last year in the NBA. The last years in the NBA. That was the vibe.
The only difference, I think, because I saw plenty of third place games in EuroLeague, the only difference would be that these players are depressed. The players in the All-Star game are happy.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
They're not putting the effort, but they're happy. They're happy to be there. Nobody's happy to be there playing for the third spot.
Like, I don't know, first quarter, 17 points by Olympiacos scored. PAO don't have a single foul. They probably were not closer to 1 meter guarding the Olympiacos players. Like, that's how intense it was. And I'm like, I'm watching the first quarter of the final after a couple of hours, and I'm like, is this wrestling? Because that was ridiculous. No, the real wrestling, the real wrestling, I don't know, UFC or whatever.
This is not
I'm not
wrestling.
good.
This is wrestling. I remember the South Park episode. How about we make it like a Squid Game? Let's put a bounty on it. The team who loses the third place game
dies. Squid Game is about that.
No. Squid Game is actually a criticism of Korean capitalism, but we're not getting there. The team that loses their EuroLeague license.
Damn.
Third place game, you lose.
I know you want Panathinaikos out of the competition, but maybe not that harsh.
You lose, you're out. Like, you play for the license, the third place game. It will be more watched than the final.
For sure. But
I'm joking, by the way, if somebody doesn't get it.
Today's episode is sponsored by hoopandcourt.com, a website that helps you bring a professional level basketball setup to your own space, whether you are a club, academy, or just a serious fan who wants to shoot around at home. They offer full court solutions, quality surfaces like the ones used in the Olympics, durable hoops from the top US brands, and even advanced training equipment like shooting machines. It is everything you need to turn a space into a real basketball environment. So if you're thinking about building a court, indoor or outdoors, please make sure to check out hoopandcourt.com. They've got everything covered. Yeah, so I think that's enough to talk about the third place game. Olympiacos won. Nobody cared. They played their bench guys. Actually, a lot of interesting stuff happened before and during and after the final. Like Shaq McKissick told that he's thinking about retirement. But an even more interesting news came out before the game, actually. It is reported that, TJ Shorts to Panathinaikos is actually a done deal. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. So I want your thoughts
So
on
the
this.
only thing that could stop this is probably an NBA out.
Yes, I think so.
If, let's say, Thomas Ilsalo really pushes for Memphis to sign him, it
Yeah.
could still happen.
There were some rumors, by the way, about Tyson Ward, but to Olympiacos, but those were not confirmed by Donatas.
Mirotic to
So
Monaco.
Mirotic to Monaco after that, it's incredible.
Mirotic
Actually,
to
like
Monaco seemed like destined to happen for the last 3 years.
it should have happened.
Yeah,
2 years ago.
When he was about to leave Barcelona, we talked that Monaco is the perfect place for him, but he just landed in Milan.
He just decided to waste some years of his career in Milano. Like, guys,
TJ
what are
shows
you doing there?
To PAO, how do I feel about this? Well, the modern game requires for you to have as many shot creators and ball handlers as you can. So back in the day, it seemed like if you have 2 good point guards, one is a backup, one is a starter, that is enough. Then the game evolved 10 years after. We said, wow, having 2 ball handlers on a court is great. And now in 2025, we're saying that having 3 ball handlers is actually nice. But then you're also thinking about other stuff like defense, the size of the players, the matchups. So if TJ Shorts joins the team, Kendrick Nunn stays, well, those are your 2 primary ball handlers. 2 great American left-handed guards. One is more physical, taller. The other is a great pick-and-roll player, fast break player, mid-range shooter, always putting his heart out on the court. The energy is always there. Not necessarily a great three-point shooter, but he can hit an occasional free as well with his unorthodox release.
Yeah.
But then I'm thinking, okay, so Lorenzo Brown definitely doesn't have a place in this team anymore.
No, I mean, he didn't have a place in this team
And
during this season.
At the
anyway.
same time, signing a player like TJ Shorts probably is admitting that Kostas Lukas is in a decline.
Yeah.
And you're not seeing him as the man who wins you a playoff series or a Final Four. He's going to be just a backup. The team is going to be run by Shorts and Nunn.
And I think that's smart. I mean, we saw Lucas having some, health issues this season. We saw his semifinal wasn't nothing close to spectacular.
Yeah.
And with each passing year, he's getting older. And TJ is the guy that plays at 150% every game, and that's what's weird to me. I love how TJ played. I love the system, but now he's going to a team, to a coach that doesn't really maximize the potential of the players, that does not make them play very hard, especially like if we look at the defense Kendrick Nunn played. And you go to a team, to a coach that's not going to go to help him. Like, he's not going to give you a lot of Gortat screens by the bigs. He's not going to give you Varejao screens, changing the angle of the pick. Like, you will have to earn all your points. You will have to do it by yourself. It's not going to be, the system is not going to be around you, because the system is just good spacing and you go do your stuff. Like, so TJ needed a lot of help, I think, to succeed in the EuroLeague and to climb the ladder. Now he's going to the team that's, I don't know how much the team is going to help him. Well, can they play together also, like Nunn with TJ Shorts?
I think they'll figure it out.
I think so too. I think
they'll
so
figure
too.
it out, but what you said is important. Those are details, basketball details. But if you're getting life-changing money, a life-changing contract, and the opportunity to win the EuroLeague, well, you're probably going for it. I'm not sure what are his alternatives. What other offers does he have on the table? Basketball-wise, it might not be the perfect fit for you and your talents. But again,
like Fenerbahce was rumored to being after TJ Shorts as well.
Like I said, again, money matters and the opportunity to win. So I don't know what else is there to say. It's obvious that Panathinaikos are still going in the direction that talent and offensive quality wins you the EuroLeague. This signing definitely doesn't make them a stronger defensive team, and I'm not sure if Ataman will change anything in his style after getting TJ Shorts. It's just a player that can play a pick and roll after a pick and roll, a very quick pick and roll, and he will have bigs like Lesor and Jurseven playing next to him. I think they'll be fine and they will figure it out. Maybe I would have preferred to see TJ Shorts in a different team, in a different environment than PAO, but for them to sign him and get his signature that early, I think it's a win. It's a big win for the whole club.
Do you think Ataman can replicate the stuff he did with Vasa and Shane Larkin? With Kendrick and TJ?
Maybe. I mean, different players. Totally different players, but why not? Also, another thing, maybe I think it's also important, we're talking about Greek basketball, and during the season, there were already rumors that Olympiacos are really interested in TJ Shorts. So signing him and getting into the competition for his signature is maybe also related to the fact you don't want Olympiacos to get him. You don't want your rivals to get the hottest free agent on the market.
It's true. Super interesting news. The EuroLeague offseason is underway officially with the finish of the Final Four. I think there are going to be a lot of news and even more rumors. True or not? I think like 95% of them are not true, but
usually
that's the case. So, check basketnews.com always,
I
guys.
still have one last question for you.
Come on, shoot, man.
It's still related to the EuroLeague final. Do you think Rytis and his guys will show up in the Turkish League playoffs? Do you think they might just celebrate and
when are those?
And miss the quarterfinals?
When are those? Because I'm not sure.
I don't know, and I don't think they know.
I don't think they care, actually, after today.
So do you think they will show up?
Quarterfinals are risky. If they haven't started those, I'm not sure.
I looked at the schedule for Fener, and there's nothing there.
Yeah, so, they won the EuroLeague. Who cares? But the celebrations are going to be legendary. Knowing Rytis, legendary stuff. Legendary stuff that will be talked about for a long, long time.
Or not talked about, but it's just stuff that will happen.
Yeah, we are not going to talk about it to these microphones, but off the record.